Welcome to the D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. Yeah, S-O-N. Me and my older brother were trouble, so we had to pack our bags on the double and relocate 4 miles away. East London where the skies are great. The year was 92 or 93. I can't remember. Here's your new bedroom. Me and my bro walked in 2 by 2. I put my bag down, coat off, removed my shoes. No bunk for fun. We had to share a double bed as teenagers. My pops sent us down to the local retailer to get him cigarettes, but we were underage. Watching Rambo and Schwarzenegger flicks all day. We had a fridge in our room, stacked with Coca-Cola 7-Up. This was like a dream come true. I had a stepmom and didn't really pay her no mind, because she didn't really pay us no mind, and that was fine. I used to see my dad on weekends, but now I see my mom on weekends. My world's turned upside down at each end, and I'ma have to live with it. Hackney used to be my home, and now I'm just a little bit further out. But it's the price that you pay when you're only 14 and you have no say. Mother. Welcome to the D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. I-S-O-N. I-S-O-N. Even though I moved, yo, I didn't change schools. Now the journey's much longer. Had a few routes to choose from to get there, get back. When I reflect back to the days of gray trousers, blue shirt, jet black sweater with a crest on the left breast. Less rest, mom had 4, now there's 2 gone. Less stress all around the time when music was alluring. My pops used to leave the house at 5 in the morning, and I would wake up at the very same time. 4 hours before 9, I didn't mind, cause I would watch a movie before I got ready. By my very last lesson, my eyes would get heavy. Got my teachers telling me I need iron, but underlying was the fact I woke up so early, so I'm trying to stay awake. But I had a new lifestyle with my brother and my father and his wife who didn't smile. So welcome to Dennison, where the lights never go out, like Thomas Edison is working on them. My whole life turned a corner, especially when both elevators out of order. Now I'm walking up the stairs going welcome to the D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. I-S-O-N. I-S-O. Living with my D-A-D and I'm S-O-N. At the D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. The D-E-double-N-I-S-O-N. I-S-O-N. I-S-O-N. Some people say, why did I name my album Classic Was the Day? Because I knew from the beginning I was about to pave the way. Some other rappers didn't fuck with me, I didn't rhyme the same, and so they try to throw their shade and talking shit around my name. That's kinda lame, but didn't go from in and out my lane, and now they looking from a distance and they got no one to blame. They feel ashamed, cause everything they said was just in vain. But homie, dripping from the tap don't match with 20 years of rain. Are you insane? If you could never see it from the start, I had this music in my heart, and like P-Rock and C, how smooth, it's not a game. I went from people watching me on stage and taking photos with they bay, and now they sending messages with just a flame. And now I reminisce about the days when I was living up in Dennison. I look at everything that I became. Today I'm getting messages from people who were hating on me, wanted to collaborate, but thank you all the same. No thank you all the same, but thank you all the same. No thank you all the same, but thank you all the same. No thank you all the same.
Thank you all the same, but I'ma be okay from here on in. I want you to know that I'm alright, cause with or without you I'm alright.
Some people say I am the hardest working brother on the team, and I've been putting out this music since the age of 17. I had no studio, so I had to go wherever I could be, until the engineer named Dylan told me about the MPC. I raised my $2,000 up to put my $2,000 down, cause I was sick of making music with a tin-pan sound. Got these beat makers looking at my wingspan now, and they be doing what I'm doing, but this kid stands out. I'm so in love, and it started from the sound I heard Shaheed Tip, Fife, Maceo, Pasta Newsom, can't forget Sugar the Dove, Mike G, Sammy B, Africa, Dress, Mr. Long Jerobi, Queen Latifah, and the sister Moni Love, Prince Paul, and the rest of the natives, cause they were so damn creative, and yo, they music be fitting just like a glove. I really wish my music was released a little earlier than 1997, but I wasn't old enough. I wasn't old enough. I wasn't old enough. I wasn't old enough. used to dream about her, more than a brief encounter. I used to watch from a distance while older men surround her. Inexpensive whips, more than likely flipping bricks. Knowing in my mind I couldn't give a shit, and knowing I was never on a level. I'm hardly very successful, I'm hardly anything special, and she was never plain Janein'. I guess she know my name if I was big in entertainment. I bring her to my show to watch me on the microphone, pacing up and down the stage and got the flyest Nikes on. Take her to my crib and spoon her, and switch the music up to something smoother. She precious, I could be her jeweler. Much later than sooner, we had to part ways, but kissed me on the lips around the 21st day of November. I still remember, I always gave, would never lend her for her agenda. She couldn't say I was the last of the big spenders. September to December, that was the trimester. A super fly sister, meet her for lunch when she free, city of Westminster. I should have made her my wife, but now I'm sitting here like Michael Jackson singing that she out of my life. Sleep. Call me late night and talk dirty to the early hours. She compliment my hair was curly, she was curvy flowers. Was the aroma of her jersey as she leaned in to kiss me. Told me about this dude she was seeing who acted shifty. He pissed her off like a kidney. Now she chilling in my room while I trim my pop's hair. He told me you could get any girl in the world, but be clear, you only got one shot. Don't fuck it up, cause from there your chance is over. You're gonna see as you get older. So I console her when she's crying on my shoulder. Over and over I told her beauty's in the eye of the beholder. She told me hold her, had the body of a Coca-Cola bottle, but emotionally it's like she on a roller coaster. She couldn't see what was wrong, I had to diagnose her. She's so attracted to dudes who like to fuck her over. Something about the drama, the rah-rah, the marijuana. Something about the news she investigating like Panorama. And now her heart is open sesame like Alibaba. She looked into my eyes and told me they mysterious and wanna know the future, but today it's just precarious. Sleep. He don't wanna be a gangbanger, he just wanna spit rhymes and bang hammers and tell it all like it was bad manners, rocking them shell toes and bandanas. He from a place where only fan matters, he classic. What's it mean to be 16 and have a dream? He just wanna beam on the scene, believe, have a team, have his photo taken for record covers and magazines, selling CDs and 33s, there's no streams, make a little cash, hey yo please, don't buy no magic beans, trying to live clean, get protein, no nicotine, Paris sticks me, got routines, delivery, top level, we should have screens up in this limousine, stock levels running on E, we like a guillotine, cutting devil stepping the D, was like a figurine, and Mr. T having beef, hit him like a tambourine, a few years later it's me, brushing my Japanese, 6,000 miles, but I ain't never been to Aberdeen. Bad news intervenes and New Jabez is on the beats. Had a couple dab machines and so on to me happily. Scores of people queuing at my shows was my reality. Back in 97, yeah, I won a Mobo. Shane told me try get another, don't be a bozo. I got one already, don't need no affirmation from him. Jumping through the hoops, I don't need the aggravation from him. Rude boy, king of the pack. I took the jokers out, Sticks said they ain't a subject I never spoke about. When it comes to music, yo D, we'll never joke about. The world would be a different place if I didn't open my mouth. He don't wanna be no gangbanger, he just wanna spit rhymes and bang hammers and tell it all like it was bad manners, rocking them shell toes and bandanas. He from a place where only fan matters, he classic. When I got my record deal, I got an advance, then came home with my first 20 grand to show my dad and went to the bank to make a deposit. They wouldn't take it, didn't believe a black kid at 19 was caking, so the teller called the manager, someone who's less an amateur, who called my publisher for confirmation. The woman's name was Monica, she called me up and told me that was racist, and she really let them know they doubt was baseless, so she the greatest. Back to the basics, I'm from Ghana and Jamaica, call me Constance, cause I be always putting pen to paper like a novelist who getting compliments. Do me a favor, I was born for this, I'm making music irritating neighbors getting corn for this. I gotta find my ways of getting payments and performing this. Cause when the Easter's in the house, it's danger. I'm a nocturnal animal living from an intangible commodity that's valuable. And so it's understandable that I'm a thinker. And so my ideas bloom and I get told it's like I'm not in the room. But don't assume that I ain't hearing what you're saying. I'm just breaking it down like in 1,000 ways of putting everything in place. Rude boy, king of the pack. I took the jokers out. Sticks said they ain't a subject I never spoke about. When it comes to music, yo D will never joke about. The world would be a different place if I didn't open my mouth. He don't wanna be no gangbanger, he just wanna spit rhymes and bang hammers and tell it all like it was bad manners, rocking them shell toes and bandanas. He from a place where only fan matters. Classic. The days of Dennison, 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 the days of Dennison. The days of Dennison, my brother was a menace and my pops would try and sit us down administering medicine to get us from the genesis of manhood to exodus. Live a life for excellence and now you hear the evidence of audio perfectionist. I'm 14 years old and living 9 levels down from the 14th floor. It didn't stop at 14, there's about 8 more. And this was social housing, stacking people on top of people on top of people like this was a fucking mountain. And now my pops are shouting, go and take the trash out and turn the sound you blast down and go and put this cash down. Post office counter paid is billing in the flash now, boy. Bring my change back and take these batteries. I bought the wrong ones, exchange that. My pops was strict so there was nothing you could say back. People wondering how we so firm and I'm so laid back. I guess it's just my way black, but I had some traits black. I'm reasonable, but fuck with me, I smack you in the face black. I used to live on Gibbons Road, only 2 bedrooms, so I'm sharing with my bigger bro. 2 older siblings didn't really know my sisters though. Page 3 newspapers looking at them figures, yo, but only on the weekends cause my pops would buy the mirror, yo. How I love to meet Sam Fox, you'll never know. I'm just a kid and I can dream, so I forever hope. Days of Dennison, the 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 days of Dennison. The time I met my cousin Mike, first impression I was like, it's cool, he let me ride his bike. Same age, same year in school, so we would vibe like brothers. Getting closer as I'm heading to the limelight. Miglo make a mango, Myers and Mellon, part of the Washington Classics legacy development. He came to live with us temporarily. Rules now for Mike, we were born in the 70s. 2 brothers and a cousin, we were tight like the Kennedys. And when it came to tech, I would rely on him heavily. He contributed to my journey into celebrity. And every time we reminisce, we laugh at the memories. So never be forgotten, yo, we started at the bottom like an elevator. Dropped my keys down the shaft, so we had to make a makeshift magnet to get him back, snagged it. My pops didn't believe us, tried to tell him wouldn't have it. Although he said it could be true, until the end he wasn't convinced. What could we do? And every day was a funeral, looking in the freezer for something that was consumable. And I knew your cousin Mel before you knew your cousin Mel. As far as being a good friend to me, she does it well. If ever you're in trouble, Mel, I never knew a love like this. The days of Dennison, the first room on the left, so let us in. The days of Dennison, 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 the days of Dennison. I've never been the type of cat to part with my inbound instincts or intuition. When I decided to make music, it was like a mission. My pops is in the kitchen cooking and was forced to listen to all the beats I'm banging out. It's like an exhibition. If you had asked him what I'm doing, there's no definition. He was the type of man who respected the old traditions of academia. I may have made him prouder if I focused on my books instead. I turned the music louder with the same beat, going round hour after hour. And that was every day from sunrise to sunset. The bass kept banging like I'm playing a drum set. Replacement woofers with my heart NS10s used to blow like the loose girls I saw on MSN. Living up in Dennison, the loudest of the premises. Decibels deafening while he was just developing. Washington classics, I want my shit on plastic. And you can go and act sticks if ever I was passive. He would tell you that I'm the definition of active. I was like the captain taking over this rap shit. Graphic, I could hear a beat before I made it. It was like somebody super glued my finger to the fader. I was looping Cal Jada, and I couldn't be persuaded that my time was being wasted on these musical creations. After year, I devoted myself to music. 7 days a week, I'm focusing on my acoustics. Nothing else would get my time, I kept it so exclusive. I was mild-mannered, but my style is superhuman. Newman, I'm in my room and the speakers booming, presuming that I will get a deal in distribution. DJ Paris, DJ Sticks, and I will form a union. Initially we clueless, but we were avid students. When I got my deal, I said, let's sign it as a group. But both of them responded, said, this deal is just for you. We will back you, so know that we are always in your corner. We are your supporters, but you are the main performer. 3 young brothers and we going on a journey. Stood up for each other like we criminal attorneys. From early, nothing deterred me, cause I was firmly worthy, hungry and thirsty. But yo, conversely, I'm full of ideas and couldn't wait to get a reaction from my peers. I'm moving so swift in a fraction of my years. I made a name from just a reaction of my ears and turn it into something worthwhile. Cause ever since I was a small child, I had an inkling to rhyme. Wrote a poem when I was 9 and my school teacher smiled, rewarded me with a prize. And ever since that time, this music been on my mind.
Hello? Yeah, but you're calling me on my work phone. I understand that, but you're calling me on my work phone? Yeah, but you're calling me on my work phone.
There was no time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in Dennison. There was no time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in East 15 and I'm chilling, I'm in my teens. Big bro was left home, still living up in the D. He always came to visit, at times would disagree with my father, have a heated conversation, then he'd leave. But we love each other deeply. Sometimes in families we rub each other the wrong way, especially when you're tired and you having a long day and you just wanna rest, kick back, relax, chill. Now debt collectors knocking for my stepmom's tax bill. They threatening to take away my shit, and it wasn't my debt, but took 600 out and gave them all of it. And I'm thinking, what a bitch, and she didn't even pay me back. My pops took the hit, man, she on another tip. Around the time I started thinking life was unfair, I formed the attitude that I got only 1 year to go get it. No limits, my whole spirit. I couldn't figure out why some people are so timid. Went to my first funeral, it left me jaded. I came home and felt weighted from my school friend David passing away. The sky went great and then the sky fell, and felt the same when it was Kid Cole from Tri-Bell. Rest in peace. We used to play each other beats, and his music was the dopest in the streets, no question. Tomorrow's never promised, every day is a blessing. That's why I make an album every year, no resting. No time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in Dennison. There was no time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in Dennison. I couldn't cope with the roaches, made it harder to focus on my dopeness. Pest control so hopeless, and I noticed them every other moment. Eventually they went away, I'm closest to my brother out of all of my family. In 2002 we all got hit with a tragedy. I lost my grandmother and my uncle within 60 days of each other. I'm standing under a coffin and it's a shoulder crusher. It was the heaviest thing I've ever had to hold up. Now in heaven they sing, I'm finding as a grown up, life's a difficult thing. So every day I woke up, put my heart and my soul into music to blow up. Thinking back back to consistent JQ. Jay was my best friend, but he went away to prison back in the day when we were adolescents and chilling around the way, and everything was straight. It's never doom or gloom. I'm learning everything I can about life, living out of me and Ruben's room. I made so many friends, I met a lot of people. I was a good kid, but did a couple things illegal. It's like you live and you learn. We live in a world where everyone is kinda submerged. It's something they heard. But I'ma live like I'm making a testament to just doing my very best. Yep, no resting. There was no time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in Dennison. There was no time for resting. I saw the people and places that I was destined, and every move that I made without question paid for my investment. I'm just a young kid in Dennison. To live up on the 5th floor. My view was mediocre, feeling like I was piss poor. Back then I wasn't smoking, got everything to live for. I kept my windows open, Pops was knocking on this door. Said, can I have a moment just to send you to this store? Sometimes I wasn't busy, other times I was occupied, but still would do it quickly, then return with my knapsack. Then go inside my room, put my computer on blackjack, and talk to women way before this Insta and Snapchat. I met a couple chicks and so I'm trying to convince them that they should come and lick me till I met this Egyptian. And she will be my girl until we ran out of steam, yo. Cause she was immature, it's like we wasn't a team, yo. So focused on my music, that was only my dream, yo. I worked with Sus and Dukas and recorded some ill shit, and bought so many records on some jazz and some chill shit. I'm 5 floors up and I'm killing it. Live floor, live floor, live floor, live floor. Come on. Live floor, live floor, live floor, live floor. Live floor, live floor, live floor, live floor. TV was my life when I was up on the 5th floor, until I asked the question why I'm watching all this for. My mind is being filled with all the media's ideas. I stopped and saw the things I could achieve in like 5 years. I started working harder, I'm recording like all day. My pops complaining about the vinyl stacked in the hallway. My telephone is ringing, people constantly calling. Sometimes they come and chill with me till 4 in the morning. I'm thinking back to 1995, it was crazy, yo. I heard my music playing for the first time on radio. It was Friday Night Flavors, DJ 279 and them. It gave me the momentum one more time again. The quickest at reloading when it came to this rap game. The radio was pivotal in spreading my rap name. I had a couple groupies trying to get in my space quick, but intellect aroused me and I found them quite basic. Still I'm 5 floors up and I'm killing it. Live floor, live floor, live floor, live floor. 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 Yo, for all the peeps who came to see me up at Dennison Point, we could be friends or be recording a joint. It doesn't matter cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters. Some days I'm really missing all the peeps who came to see me up in Dennison Point. We could be friends or be recording a joint. It doesn't matter cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters. Some days I really miss you, and the first on my list is my big brother Ruben. Was the first to hear my music and encouraging my movement. Then it sticks to DJ. Known you back from when we played as young as 4 years old in the sand. I'm glad we stayed so close, like John Mark, who always came to visit. Yeah, we sat and wrote a movie together. There ain't no limits to the ideas we had. And Diana Fearon, I had the most fun producing your album, writing and engineering. Aisha, Leanne, and Jane, those were some of the best years of my life. And yo, I hope you feel the same. Hey, yo, Marie, for all the time you spent with me. I didn't mind how long you stayed and wish you'd never leave. And there was Charlene, Anthony and Danielle, you were my family. I got to know you all so damn well and can't forget Paris. You had my back at times, it really mattered. You were Stokey, I was Stratford, and we both making it happen in Sienna. I put you on my first joint with Emma. We go back to primary, that's as far as I remember. ESP, where you at with your cousin Strap? Two of the illest lyricists I ever put on the track. And then it's Koya with a K and Andrea, we studied together back in the day. I got so much love for you both, what can I say? Would love to see you again. And it's name after name after name, cause I'm naming all the peeps who came to see me up in Dennison Point. We could be friends or be recording a joint. It don't matter cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters, some days I'm really missing all the peeps who came to see me up in Dennison Point. We could be friends or be recording a joint. It don't matter cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters, some days I really miss ya. My Uncle Chris used to come and check me. Remember Charlene, Crystal and Becky, Shola Amma so impressed me. Phoebe One came through with dope vibes. Recorded Hands Up, that record sold the most in 2005. And Mr. Brown put it down the harder we tried. And Jay Sean came through one time, and Estelle came through one time. And Richard Blackwell when he rhymed, knew Jabez saw my records and he wanted to buy some breaks from me. But I ain't selling, and I will be here forever trying to name everyone from studio sessions. And I can't forget Vanessa and the jokes I had with Sam, cause everyone's impression made me just the way I am, yo. Remembering my niece Amy, she was just a baby, chilling on my black carpet walls painted navy. And Rudine and Joel, you came a few years later. So much family up in the skyscraper on my floor, 5 neighbors opposite was a man and wife. The man drunk once a year because his son took his life. Sad times, happy times, all kind of times. Mad breaks, dope beats and all kind of rhymes. In the mall, I thought you were the best in the world, and then your man called to tell me stop paging my girl. I said she calling me back, so what you think about that? But I don't need to say it all on this track. Let's take it back to the peeps who came to see me up in Dennison Point. You could be friends or be recording a joint. It doesn't matter cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters, some days I'm really missing all the peeps who came to see me up in Dennison Point. We could be friends or be recording a joint. It never mattered cause your soul made a difference to my story, my existence. Some dope brothers and sisters, some days I really miss ya. Now it's 2005, I'm still living with my pops. I'm 27, nearly 28, suffocating from the lack of space. So I found my own place, but my father told me don't go, stay here. You can rent that place for cash and make some dough. But I knew that I was now a man that had to leave the nest. I had to be the king of my own castle and beat my chest. Gotta live my own rules, so I need my own roof. Peace, pops, I thank you for my whole youth. Before I left, he told me to remember these words. You're alone in this world, so stand firm. I gotta say I learned a whole lot from this old pops. Made me to the man I am, I gotta give him more props. Packing up my boxes, it took me like a couple days, and now I'm standing in an empty room gazing, thinking of the memories I'm taking to my new home. Doing everything alone, then I phoned for a cab. I packed the elevator, made a few trips, got my clothes on the backseat, and plus my music is in the trunk. And it's the 10th of October, the Dennison chapter of my life is over.